Hello again, my friends. In today's video I will be sharing my thoughts on Oud Wood by Tom Ford. This was one of the, I think that in total there were 7 releases coming out at the same time in 2007, this being one of them. Just to name few, there were Tobacco Vanille, Noir de Noir, Tuscan Leather, I think that even Neroli Portofino came out 2007 as well, so this is almost 20 years old already, which is actually pretty crazy to think and how fast time just goes. It is what it is, but I think that it's also fair to say that this is one of the most popular ones from Tom Ford, and it has pretty much always been like that. There is even nowadays I think that the new Parfum version came out this year, if I'm not mistaken. I think that I actually got to try it, and not going too much into that, but I think that it reminded me a lot of, for example, this version that I have, which is from 2015, so it's almost 10 years old now. And I've been actually, again, I had a little bit of like a moment when I didn't wear this much, just got a little bit bored with it, but honestly within the couple last 2 years I've really started to enjoy this again and understand why this is so great, and in my opinion and why it deserves to be as popular as it still is. So also why I wanted to mention that this is almost 10 years old bottle is that I keep on hearing and reading all the time how people complain about the performance of this fragrance nowadays, that it's not the same as it used to, which seems to be a trend that whenever something gets reformulated, people complain that it's not the same. Sometimes I think that it's true, but I think that also people are in general a bit too harsh sometimes. But each to its own. I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm just saying that I still think that it's a great scent, but this definitely has quite a lot of kick to it, being a quite old bottle already, and I'm not sure if there's some kind of maturation going on, or is it just that it was stronger then. I really don't know, but I have absolutely no issues when it comes to performance or longevity, or even though I don't care about those things honestly, and I don't pay attention how it projects, but I still think that this projects quite well, at least based on my experience, even though I really don't care. So this to me is a very, very kind of simple perfume to try to describe, and this is only how it smells on me, and always has been. So yeah, everybody keeps saying mostly that it doesn't smell like oud, and I definitely agree. To me, it has never smelled like any kind of oud that at least I've been wearing and I've been experiencing. This is a very, like, all in all, it's a very clean fragrance to me. It has this really, it has this very simplistic elegance to it, though. I do keep on wearing this, for example, I love to wear this when I go into a dinner, for example, if I go on dates, for example. I think that this is such a great fragrance because it feels very comfortable. It feels very, to me at least, it feels very much like me. I don't necessarily even think that I say this in a best way possible, that I'm not even wearing perfume sometimes, because this just smells like how I want to smell like, if that makes any sense. But it has a like fresh spiciness in the beginning. It does have like a little bit warmer cardamom smell in here, and also I do get this like a slightly more sharp pepperiness that almost, it's not as piercing as sometimes pepper can be, because those base notes that in Tom Ford fragrances usually are already in the top as well. I think that many of Tom Ford fragrances has a very like, how do I say this, base heavy top. I would say that the base notes pops up in the top basically immediately. So this does have already that kind of warmer, smoother, sweeter amberiness as well. So it really smoothens those otherwise usually quite sharp cardamom and peppery notes. But it does definitely gives this like elevation and lift, because it has that like fresh element in there because of the spices as well. I don't get any kind of citrus with this, which is actually pretty cool, because many times freshness comes from citruses. So it's nice that there is something different going on in here, and it's rather the spiciness that gives that. Like I said, that I don't get any kind of woody elements with this, so I rather get this like sweet, almost creamy, sweeter wood. The creaminess is nothing like milky. It doesn't go as far as being anything kind of like milky or anything like that, but it has this like round, sweeter wood smell to it in here, which to me, I do get actually quite a lot of like rosewood in here, which I usually get quite easily, and I notice that in perfume for some reason quite easily compared to something else. And the rosewood element in here reminds me a little bit of like Chanel Egoist. I'm not saying that this fragrance smells like Chanel Egoist, but the rosewood, I get actually more in here than I get like sandalwood in this, and also same goes with in Egoist, that I get the rosewood more than I get the sandalwood that many people says and Egoist is probably known for. But otherwise, I don't want to mix this to Egoist, because there is nothing like, or I wouldn't say that these are similar. But the woodiness is in here like this kind of like really nice, little bit spicy, sweeter wood, and it smells very, very elegant, very, very refined. It has kind of like polished feel to it, to me as well. And it is something that maybe it's a bit boring to say that it could be like a signature scent, but honestly, this has been always working when I've been wearing it, no matter where I've been or where I'm about to go or what I'm about to do. Whenever I wear this, I do enjoy it, even though I said that I got a little bit bored with this, but then I just didn't wear it because I wanted to wear something else. But whenever I wear it, I really, really enjoy this, and I think that it's a fantastic scent. Deservedly one of the most popular from Tom Ford, and I don't know, I just love this fragrance, I would say. And it's still, I would say that it's in my top 5 Tom Ford fragrances, definitely as well. So yeah, I'm curious to know what you think about Tom Ford. You are also very welcome to talk about the current batches, even though batch talk is something that I usually try to stay away from, but I do understand that this has a lot of fans and also people who are disappointed because it's quite weak nowadays. That's what I've heard. So obviously of course I'm interested to hear if that's the case. I hope that the new Parfum version will solve the problem, at least for some people, even though it's very, very expensive. I would say even more expensive than this was, and this is. Yeah, that's pretty much all for now. I thank you once again for watching. I truly appreciate that. I will see you in the next one. Take care and bye bye.